welcome back to Studioloo. So today I am going to get started making ephemera for my Transform challenge for this 1980s Trivial Pursuit game. So I have all of the signatures already, except I still have to cut the pages down, but all the papers are ready. This is going to be 4 signatures. So I'm just going to check what the width is against this piece of this leftover Monopoly paper. So it's honestly about the same. Good to know. Okay, so I'll cut those later. I won't do that on camera because it's kind of boring. So yeah, let's get started. So what I have are the cards themselves. I've got these little cards and a case of these little cards. I've got these jumbo playing cards, the leftover Monopoly paper scraps. This is the code cards from the box of the game box itself. And then these are the cutouts from that How to Do All Sorts of Things book. And they're all just different games. And so I'm going to make like journal cards and pockets with those. And then I also have these 2 children's lacing cards that I think I'm going to make like a pull-out piece of ephemera with. Like I could see them being like a cute little booklet style, like a little extra notebook in the middle. So that is what I'm thinking for that. So what I think I want to do with that is potentially sew a little booklet together, and then maybe hinge it to the top of this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get some paper to get started on that as a project. So I just have to reach over here next to me. I have paper right here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to try to go with some colorful dyed papers and stuff like that because I think it's a little bit more interesting. Okay guys, so I'm back. I honestly just kind of spent a lot more time at that than I wanted to. I think I pulled out a bunch of extra stuff that I don't even need, but it was all with the objective of trying to find things to use up. So I think for me, 2021 is going to be a use it up year because I have too much stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Lots of different kinds of use it up challenges. So let's just set all this aside. Oh, I'm also going to show you, if I have a moment, a really cool thing about bingo daubers and journaling. So stay tuned for that. I just have to, I found this raffia that I've had for quite some time, and I want to keep it out so that I use it for tying tags, because like it really needs to get used. I also found a bunch of random stuff that we could use in this journal. A bingo card, like a vintage one, a couple of scrapbook stuff. This is from like a Domican Japanese like paper set, and these letters and an old bill envelope and a fake $2 bill, and then these crazy 8s cards that are like really cool. They're like at least vintage feeling. I don't know if they actually are. No, they're from 2002, but they're really funny. I think they're based on like a vintage card deck, so we could probably do something with those. And some of these stickers. So yeah, we'll see if we can put some of that to work in this journal. Okay. So now what I wanted to do was get a few papers, just enough that I can sew a booklet. So we're just going to take one of these yellow ones. One. Purple. be, I think I need to maybe, I want to tear the edge off of this one. Or possibly what I'll do is cut it with one of these fun scissors. There we go. So it's kind of fun. And maybe a pink one. What else I grabbed here? One of these cabbage dyed table papers. They kind of look like a square keeper's pad, so I like that. Okay, so let's see how thick this will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably good. Then, yeah, that'll be a cute little booklet. So that's enough paper. I'll set this stuff aside here. Just give me one moment while I pause you. Okay, so that's put away. Now we are going to sew the booklet together and also create a hinge for it. So first I think what I'll do is just see, will I have a little bit of scrap here? Yeah, but not very long. So what I'm going to do is just get another piece of paper. I've got this one here too, I forgot. And get this out of the way. Okay, one more piece of paper. I'm going to go with yellow again. And this is going to be just a hinge. So I only actually need maybe, I'll say like this. Let's give it a fold. So that's going to go like that. Now, I need to pull this sewing machine up here for a minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is actually just stitch down the center of all these papers. Okay. All right, so then I just stitched down the center of all these papers, and then I will just fold it here. Now, my reason for keeping an extra piece of paper here as a hinge is so that I have something that I can glue down onto these cards, because we don't want to have, I didn't want to sew to the cards because they're very thick. So that's what we are going to do. So let me grab my glitter glue and just cover this whole hinge. Okay, almost glued it to the wrong side. Oops. Hold on a minute. There we go. Gotta line that up properly here. This might not be completely perfect. I might have to, yeah, I'll just have to trim a little off the end because it's a little bit longer than the card itself, which is okay. I think I actually have to trim all these papers because they're slightly longer than the card. Although possibly not, it might look fine. We'll see. Am I doing the right side here? Hold on. No. Oh, I'm not awake today. It's Friday, thank goodness. I really need it to be Friday. It's just been a very, very long week. I don't know about you guys, but I am blasting off into a new year with just a lot of stuff to do. So I just have to remember my mantra of just sort of slow down, slow down. Okay. Right. Give that a press on this side and then open it up and press on this side. And the really great thing is art glitter glue, it grabs right away and it's so great for that. So now we have a hinged booklet, and then what I'm going to do is take my heavier scissors here and I'm just going to cut this excess paper. Possibly if it's not too thick. Oh, it's okay. Okay, it's one side. Now, this card, yeah, there we go. And then I think what I might also want to do is, I don't know, let me see. Do I want to put a hinge down the center of these just to make it clean and even and cover that seam? I think so. So we'll get all these scraps out of here. And this is just ever so slightly too long. So I don't want a huge seam. I just want a little one. Maybe just ever so slightly bigger than a ruler. Actually, maybe even just the size of the ruler, because I don't want to cover up those beautiful vintage images a whole lot. So we know it's the size of a ruler, and then we knew we're a little tiny titch too big. So we'll just tear off a little bit at the end. There we go. So now, we're just going to basically do the same thing. Cover this piece of paper in glue. It's a very fine line. Pull this on over here, and I might need to do a little more trimming. I think I do. So then we'll just pop that on here like this. Move it over a little. There we go. Just make sure it's good and straight there. That's fun. Okay, so now I have the opportunity to just go back, and now that I've lined this up here, I can just trim evenly. That side's fine. We have a little excess down here. I mean, you could leave this. You don't have to trim it exactly. It's like kind of fun, actually. Just have those colors coming right out of there if you wanted. I'm more concerned about the sides than I am the bottom. There we go. So there we go. Now, this is going to need a little bit of time to probably just fully dry up, but I'm going to leave it for a minute so that it can do that before I bother to unfold it. The other thing I could do, though, I could stitch here. This would be really cute. Maybe I will. I just love how the stitches look. They look so nice on the paper. Okay, let's get the glue out of here. We don't need it right now. So I'm hoping it's not so cold this weekend. It's been really, really cold here, like just very cold. And I want to go outside because sometimes, even when it's sunny, that's like not enough. It's still just too much cold. So I have to just embrace winter. I am like, some days I'm good at it, other days I'm just being a little hobbit or something, and I need to not be. Okay, so now I'm just going to stitch trim down here. Oh, power would help. There we go. Power. Okay. Flip our pages over here because we don't want to sew our pages. Oops, we lost the thread. I knew that was going to happen. It looked like it was a little bit too short. I'm just going to rethread this needle, which hopefully doesn't take me forever. And it didn't, thankfully. Okay. Again. Now we have to sing to the patron saint of sewing machines for letting that happen, because sometimes this machine is like, are you seriously trying to cut all the way through cardboard with this needle? So I do kind of push it to its limits at times. All right. Now can we fold okay without upsetting it too much? It's probably best to fold it actually while the glue's a little wet. I'm okay with that. Now, the way that I hinged it, I do lose a little bit of the card on this side because I created like a little spine here, but I'm totally fine with that. I think it's totally fun and whimsical and cute. So, yeah, no concerns. Now, what I might do is just look at this side again. Okay, I want to cut a little bit more off of the side down here. Just to even up this one side. There we go. Okay. There. Okay, now I like it. Now I'm just going to set this under a brick. I have a brick here. I need to wrap this in some paper. I keep a couple of these bricks around to just make things flat. So that's what that's going to do. I'll put it over here though. Okay. So moving on to the other stuff. So let's see. Now I'm going to cut off the domo on this because there's no relation to anything domo on here. Do I want to cut on the dotted line? No, I'll cut right on this because I don't want any of domo in here. And then I have to decide. Maybe I'll make pockets with this. Some kind of pockets. Maybe make 2 pockets out of this. We can just cut right on this line again. This is like a thicker cardstock, so now let's grab a couple of these cards. I think we're going to glue them like this. And because they're heavier, instead of glue stick, I'm actually going to use art glitter glue because I don't want to kind of have to mess around with them lifting up in any way. Oops, that's too much. There we go. I just grab my paper towel. Just get this excess glue. Oops, that's upside down. Not awake yet. I'm trying to remember if I had coffee this morning. I did. I had coffee. Not that I need coffee to be awake. I really don't. I think it will be time for tea soon, though. Okay. Those are cute. Now, where are my... Oh my goodness, look what I did. I left this knife with the blade out. What am I thinking? I am a dangerous person, so yeah. Okay. Now, I'm just going to cut the little notch in the pockets. Actually, I should check it against the book itself before I do that because I think these are too wide. They look like they're quite wide. Yeah, they're sort of exactly what the book is. So what I'm going to do is actually take off about this much, just right down this second line, so that I know it's going to sit on a page nicely. So let's just do that with these. Yeah, that's good. All right, and then we can probably do the notches now. So, one. Oops. Okay. Okay. So now I can do a little bit more collaging and kind of stuff on these. So I have these stamps hanging about, and I thought that would be kind of cute on one because like I said, I imagine that this is going to be kind of like a fun, maybe travel like journal, where like you can kind of like do some trivia in the car, you know. TR. Do we have an I? No. We have a V, yes. And we have an A, yes. So maybe, see how these stickers are actually quite stuck down. So I'm going to have to re-glue them. I was thinking of just kind of like, whoops, there we go. Maybe just like put this here, T. We have an R. These are really like adhered to their plastic. These are like very old. I've had these for a long time. That was one of the things that was really surprising to me when I got started making journals, is just how much like paper stuff I actually have. It's kind of like scary because I wasn't even making anything paper art related. But that's the whole thing about like being an artist, is you just like, you pick things up from places and you're like, I could do something with that. TR, and then maybe V down here, and then an A. So it's just kind of like, you know, I don't have all the letters to say trivia, but like I think people will get it. It's trivia. And then let's just glue this one down too. I'm gonna grab my glue book here. Oops. that. Then maybe we'll just put a Q here and an A here, like Q and A. Then anything else that I have that I want to put on these? Let me see. I wanted to just look at, I was just noticing how cute the frames of these are. I might like use these as little, make like little kind of cabinet card type things too, with just the framing aspect of these. You know what I do want to do with these cards, I think, is ink around them in some fun colors. So maybe we'll do one in blue. Oh, and I have this, hold on one second, I'm going to grab another color. I just got some really fun new colors of ink. I've got a bright red. Maybe a gold could be fun. What I'm looking for though is, I think I have a green somewhere. There's a good blue. It took me a minute, but I found it. Here we go. So this one I think I'll go around in green. Okay. Oh, and then I wanted to see if maybe one of these little tags might be cute there. Yeah, it's totally cute there. Yeah. One of these little tickets. I have a whole roll of these from like legitimately an old event that I hosted, and it's really good to use them up. So I'm just going to stitch around these after I get them all finished. This one I think might be good red. I need to open this. I don't know if this is the right red, though. Actually, I think I'll go with this more cherry kind of red because it matches the hearts better. So I just opened that for no good reason, but that's okay. We'll come back to it later. And there's that. I'll just move these little guys out of the way. All right, so does this need anything else? Do I have anything up here that I want to use up? Potentially one of these. Let's take a look at these little cards. One of them could be cute. Yeah, maybe a little joker. A little joker could go cute there. And I think I will just ink around them so that you can see the edges. There we go. Perfect. So there's two pockets. I'm trying to decide how people who, like, other than me who do these videos, how do you get so much done in one video? I guess you probably do a lot more pre-planning ahead than what I'm currently doing, huh? And that's okay. I will get there. So I'm just trimming these vellum Monopoly sheets down because I'm going to make pockets with them too. These are perforated, but I just don't trust myself to tear them all the way across without ripping them. And then I need to figure out, do I want to back them in something? I was thinking book page would be really cute because I want them to be a little thicker than just the vellum. So I think I will do that. Not this one. And not these ones, because there's just a bit of stickiness going on. I'm actually throwing some of these book pages away and not keeping them because I have an overabundance of book pages right now that I need to I need to sit down and do some mass making, like just mass making. Maybe I could live stream that or something, just mass make. Just take a day where I ignore everyone and I just do my own thing. Not likely to happen, but you know. Oh, that would look nice. Oh yeah, on gray looks great. So we'll do one of each, and I'm actually going to back this again because it's still quite thin. So I'll back both of these on here. Playing games is actually part of my homeschooling plan this week, so I think I'm going to teach my daughter to play Kerplunk. You know that game Kerplunk where you have like a plastic, it's like a tall plastic kind of cup, and then you have all those little sticks, like pick-me-up sticks, and they thread through a bunch of holes in the cup, and then you put all the marbles on top, and sort of like Jenga, you just pull out one stick at a time, and essentially the person who pulls the faulty stick and makes all those marbles fall loses, or like if only a few fall, it's like whoever has the most marbles at the end of the game loses. So I think she'll have fun with that. I'm trying to decide if I like the book page back here or if I just really want that gray background, and is it too late to pull it up? Let me see. Or like maybe parts of it would stick, but then some wouldn't, and that could look neat too. I don't know. I just really like this look, but it might be too late to pull this up because these glue sticks, I don't know if I've ever explained this before, but they're like industrial strength. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, I don't know if I try to go from this corner. And if I try to pull the vellum off the paper rather than the paper off the vellum. Oh gosh, it's such a teeny little corner. All right, let's see. No, that'll be very tedious. Yeah, we'll just leave it alone. Gotta make decisions. Smart decisions. Okay. All right, so that's that. So I'm going to make pockets out of those. So I think, unfortunately, we have reached the end of the video for right now because I have a few things to catch up on, but I will see you again and I will continue on this transform challenge. So I hope you have a really great day. All of my social media information's in the description box, and subscribe, like, comment, let me know you're here. I would love to hear from you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.